This is the oldest farmers market in the state.
We're first.
Okay.
We're first in Idaho. We're first in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
And we're 12th in the nation.
Amazing.
So we rock.
Their kettle corn is maybe the best I've ever had.
It's an artist-only market.
There's like 3 generation female artists here.
We're not allowed to sell other people's stuff.
That one is delicious.
It's the polar opposite of being a flea market.
35 years. We've been doing this for 35.
The Moscow Farmers Market. We talk about it a lot on the channel. It's even nationally recognized as one of the best farmers markets in the nation. So what's it all about? Today, I'm going to show you instead of just talking about it. It's happening right now in downtown. If you're new to the channel, I'm Chris Carpenter. I've lived in Moscow for over a decade, and the farmers market is one of my family's favorite Moscow activities. So let me show you. So we're starting here on the corner of 3rd and Main. And as you'll see, the street is blocked off on Main Street all the way from 3rd down to 6th Street. I'll walk you all the way down the farmers market one side and up the other. Kicking off, we've got some fun jazz music performers at the head of the farmers market here on 3rd Street. Looks like they might be from the University of Idaho jazz band or band, doing some great work. These first 2 booths on the west side of the farmers market starting out are family favorites. We've got Sisters Cookies, delicious cookies, and Meadowlark Heritage Farms. They've got awesome goat soaps and some really neat stuff. Love what you're doing. This is really fun.
There's like 3 generation female artists here.
No way.
So my daughter Beth does the mushrooms and kind of this thing. My granddaughters, the little chickens, there's several of them. And then I do the rest of it.
I love it. Have you been to the farmers market for a while?
About 28 years.
Wow, that is amazing.
It's a wonderful, wonderful.
I love it. We definitely love it. It's a family favorite for sure. We've got some cool different handmade goods here. Earrings and bread. Really neat woodwork over here, cutting boards and lawn chairs, neat stuff. You'll see a lot at the Moscow Farmers Market is flowers. Lots of people have different flower gardens, put together beautiful bouquets. Love to pick one up for Natalie if I'm here and she's not. All right, we're coming up on 2 of the biggest main food options here at the Moscow Farmers Market, which is Humble Burger and Patty's Kitchen. Patty's has some amazing breakfast tacos, breakfast burritos, and Humble Burger kills your classic hamburger. We actually did a video on it. I would say it's one of the best hamburgers in Moscow. I'll link the video for you and you can check it out. But great classic hamburger, great breakfast Mexican food. Definitely spots to check out for lunch or a late breakfast, second breakfast if you're here. Okay, so now we've made it down to Friendship Square. We're about 1/3 of the way through the farmers market, and often they will set up live music here in Friendship Square. And as you can see, we have the playground. I'll get closer, but this is a great place for kids to play. Sometimes there's dancing here in the square with the live music. Really fun place for people to hang out. There's benches, water fountains, great place for the kids. And if you're new to the farmers market and having trouble finding a parking spot, there is a pretty decent parking lot back here. You'll see cars coming through off of Jackson. And this is also the main public restroom back here for those using the farmers market. Another highlight at the Moscow Farmers Market that you'll find is pictures and prints Allison Meyer photography is definitely one of the best, and you'll get beautiful landscapes of the Palouse and the surrounding area. Now we're starting to get into a little bit more of the food and produce. You'll see behind me a bunch of different jams and breads. Tell me about what you guys have going on.
Okay, so we have baked goods,
Okay.
jam, and soup mixes.
And soup mixes.
Yes. You can also get the soup mixes out at P and Lead.
Okay.
But this is primarily, we just do this during market time.
Okay.
When we started out, we had 4 kinds of cookies and 4 kinds of muffins, and then it just kind of exploded.
And where does the fruit and stuff for your jams come
Okay,
from?
so a lot of the fruit comes from market.
Okay, nice.
And then some of the stuff, like the grapes, we grow our own grapes.
Okay.
The choke cherries grow wild around Moscow. I go pick them.
Nice.
I pick raspberries, blackberries. The cherries, the pears, the peaches either come from Hagen, who's the vendor here, or a maker, or there's a berry guy down there. Sometimes we get stuff from him too.
Awesome. All right, now you can see behind me our first honey booth. There's a couple in the market. Wildflower honey, it's absolutely amazing. You can get it by the quart, by the gallon, honey sticks. Some of the best honey you'll ever have, way better than the store. This next one is elderberry products, an essential as it's fall, turning into winter, winter just being around the corner. They've got all sorts of different elderberry syrups and drinks, delicious. Next at the market, we have Texas Ridge Farms, I believe, and you can actually also get your meat at the market. They've got pork, beef, tons of different cuts. It's not inexpensive, but as you can imagine, super high quality. We've got some fall produce, which changes seasonally. Right now, we've got a lot of potatoes, onions, pumpkins, and throughout the season, you'll see different fruits, more fruit, less fruit, more vegetables. Fun changes every single week. We just passed a crepe station with all sorts of different crepes, different flavors, and Italian sodas. All right, now we've got to the corner of 5th and Main, and this is one of my favorite spots. It's an opportunity for different kids to set up different tables and shops. I love young entrepreneurs, and this is the spot where you'll see different kids, different crafts. There was one kid here who had a balloon animal stand. We actually brought him in and hired him for our client appreciation party because he was so good. He was just pumping out balloon animals all day. It was awesome. I hadn't seen this before, but this guy is fire roasting peppers. And that's one of the fun things about the Moscow Farmers Market is it's changing every week. There's some staple booths that are always here, but there's some that turn over and change out. So it's often good to go multiple times throughout the year to see what you find. Here's another great food option. It's the Sushi Man. He's got this awesome truck, different sushi rolls. If you want something a little bit more substantial, not Humble Burger, not Patty's Kitchen, the Sushi Man is a great option. You have some beautiful glass creations here.
Well, thank you.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing glass. Now, this hot work I've been doing for a dozen years.
Okay.
But altogether, I've been doing glass for 50.
That's amazing. What inspired getting into glass or transitioning to the hot work?
The inspiration for getting into glass is that I love the look of glass. And as a young person growing up just outside of San Francisco, I would see beautiful glass in antique stores, but I couldn't afford to buy it. And having an abundance of self-confidence or overconfidence.
Yeah.
Well, heck, how hard can this be? I bet I can learn to make that.
Yeah.
And did.
Wow.
And then transitioning to the hot glass was based on the idea that I needed to have something that was original. And still, I'm very glad to say that there aren't any plastic Chinese knockoffs on the internet.
Sure.
This is still original, and it's unusual in the way that very little art that I'm aware of does something.
Yeah.
So this with the candle is even prettier when the candle's lit because the upright petals glow from the inside out.
That is awesome. I love that. And how long have you been coming to the Moscow Farmers Market?
Also a dozen years.
Okay. Oh man, it's fun to hear how long different people have been coming.
This is the oldest farmers market in the state.
Wow.
49th year.
Wow.
And the other thing that I really like, it's an artist-only market. We're not allowed to sell other people's stuff. So it's the polar opposite of being a flea market.
I hadn't really recognized that or put my finger on it. You feel it, but that's really cool. Thanks for having me out. Thanks for sharing.
Hey, my pleasure.
K&C Farms is definitely one of the best produce stands at the farmers market and delicious samples. They've got apples, plums, grapes, peaches, pears. Just got to the end of the farmers market with some last two booths of honey and some pottery. We're now here on 6th Street and Main. So you'll see it's closed off. No cars are coming through. And we'll head back up the other side. We just passed a couple different clothes shops, bakery shops, sweets, breads, tons of delicious things and fun things to check out. Wingover Farm is another big farmstead. They've got 3 tents worth of booths, tons of different vegetables, pumpkins this season. Just passed by Clearwater Roasting Company's booth, a great coffee option at the farmers market. So now we're back up to the corner of 5th and Main. Like I talked about before, this is a great spot where kids often have a bunch of little booths, and the farmers market was such a hit, it was growing so much, they actually started to block off a section of 5th Street to be able to have more vendors and booths. So we'll go check that out. Couple fun things on this section. We've got donuts, pasture-raised eggs, another bakery shop, tamales, and this shop with this woodworking is absolutely beautiful. I'll give you some close-ups, but man, check that out. How long have you been coming to the Moscow Farmers Market?
Oh, 3-4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have lamb, I have the pelts, I have the wool. We don't throw anything away. We even make toys out of the scraps.
Oh man.
Cat mice, cat rats. These have catnip in them.
Okay.
There you go.
And tell me what you're wearing. Is that the main
Oh, this
use?
is a pelt. This is a pelt.
Okay.
No, this is just because I'm cold.
Yeah, it works.
And it works, and people stop and laugh. And
Yeah.
some people see it. And
It
come
draws them
and
in.
Yeah.
Oh.
What my marketing ploy for
that?
today.
I love it.
Yeah.
What do people usually use a pelt for? Is it a rug or is it a?
Some people use them for the rug. Mostly it's on couches, on
Okay.
chairs,
Yeah.
on beds.
Yeah. Mainly as a.
Sometimes on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is it mainly as an aesthetic piece or is it functional?
Functional also.
Okay.
It's cushioning.
Yeah.
I have the one breed that is soft, it's a little more, and these are for babies.
Okay.
They're
Wow.
fireproof and they're washable.
Wow.
And so all of my grandbabies had these.
That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And so it cushions them. It's non-flammable.
I love
You
it.
put it in their strollers. You put it in their car seat.
Wow.
Put it on their changing tables. There you go.
That's awesome.
It is
I'm
awesome.
so impressed.
There you go.
And what
They're all raised on the edge of town.
are they really?
They are.
Wow.
But I send them to Pennsylvania to be tanned.
Okay. You field dress them or butcher them and then you send the things
We sell them for meat.
Okay.
And then harvest them that way.
Wow.
And then we process the pelts and get them dried and then send them to be tanned.
Amazing. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it since 2004, 2005.
Okay.
But we moved the flock here the end of 2017, the
Okay.
end of July.
Amazing. And how long have you been at the farmers market?
4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We love the farmers market. We're first.
Okay.
We're first in Idaho. We're first in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
And we're 12th in the nation.
Amazing.
So we rock.
If we rock, it's a good farmer's market. Well, you got something unique here, so that's so cool.
We rock.
All right, this next one is a favorite for my kids and for me, kettle corn. Man, kettle corn is so good, but their kettle corn is maybe the best I've ever had. You can get a small bag, which is actually still pretty big, or a giant bag, which I can go through in a single day, but it's a lot of kettle corn. Here's another big 4-tent produce stop with everything. Tons of different apples, peppers, grapes. Some of the grapes that I've got from the Moscow Farmers Market are the best that I've ever had. They're the smaller grapes, not like from the store, but so much more flavorful. The Brush Creek Farm and Creamery booth at the Moscow Farmers Market is definitely one not to miss. They've got some amazing jams, pickles, applesauce, and some of the best cheese that you'll ever have. Next on the list is Love's Kombucha. This is a Moscow staple. You can also pick it up at the Co-op in Moscow, but it's really fun at the farmer's market. They have refillable jugs that you can bring back and refill for cheaper. Now we're back at Friendship Square. On this side of the street, you've got some seating for eating, and when it's a little warmer, this fountain will be going, and kids like to play in it throughout the summer.
Hi there. Hey, I have an idea. My name is Mike Lovelace. I'm the owner of Mike's Townhouse Factory and More. I make some nice sculptures like for Halloween and Christmas, like bats, cats, turkeys, elephants, your ornaments. There's a manticore here. As you can see why, it's a lion with the bat wings and the tail of a scorpion. It's in Persia centuries ago. And this one is Cerberus, the three-headed dog of mythical Greek legend. Brand boxes, slab boxes, basket boxes, purple barn condo houses, barfly boxes, dog boxes, and monster bird houses, and the best of them all, bat boxes.
How long have you been making this type of thing?
I've been doing that for 6 years ago.
This is amazing. How do you connect them? Do you weld them together?
Yes, I MIG weld them. I
Wow.
welded for 6 years.
Wow. I love your hot sauce.
This week's new one is the Pumpkin Reaper. It comes out once a year.
Okay. That's awesome.
Very spicy.
Is it spicy?
Oh yeah.
Most of the sauces are mild to medium, but that one is not in that category.
Yeah. Because yours is, am I right that it's at the Breakfast Club?
That's the Vandal Pepper sauce.
Okay, that one is delicious. But you have a couple of different options here.
Just come.
Wow, that is
Coming out
awesome.
with one every week until March.
No way, something new every week at the market? That's super fun. Last booth that we checked out is Irish Spike's unique hot sauces. They come out with a new hot sauce every single week of the market. They have a Halloween themed one for this week. So many different good options to choose from, and they actually give the hot sauce, or they provide the hot sauce at the Breakfast Club, and it's the best hot sauce that I've had. So definitely check out Irish Spikes. So that is the Moscow Farmers Market. If you're thinking about making a move to Moscow, here's my contact information. You can call, text, email me, or scan the QR code and we'll get connected. We'd love to help you transition to Moscow, Idaho. And if you enjoyed this video, check out either of the next two videos on the screen for more information about Moscow.